I will make it live. Thank you, God. All right.
All right. Hopefully we're doing something. I also think with it not being PC, I think there's going to be less lag.
Okay, that should have done it. I'm surprised you don't want to use your microphone for this.
I didn't think it would allow me to use this and...
It will. Okay, now, you will need to charge that at some point. Now, hit the options button, like that, yep, down there. Now go to microphone. Make sure it's set to blue microphone, good.
Alright.
Alright, now can you hear any sound?
No, not right now.
Okay, go to, let me make sure this works. Okay, go there. That's why, okay, switch that back to...
Alright, so just making sure everyone can hear me. We're trying to sort out all the kinks and bugs as early as we can. And I'm doing alright. But just trying to make sure this is doing everything it's supposed to do. Alright, back up and get you over here.
Yeah, you're going to want to charge that for sure.
Thankfully I got the setup that allows that. Alright, okay, so we're loud and clear. That's what we like to hear. Now, let's get this story started. Hopefully it just starts me over with a new one. If it throws me into the middle of my last campaign, I might have some. We might have to ask some questions.
Well, yeah, just start a new game.
Yeah, that's the plan. That is in fact the plan. But hey there, Tech. I'm doing all right. Sam, good to see ya. Burger, good. The Burger King's here. GTA, but cowboy shooting, rootin', tootin'. I mean, I prefer Red Dead to GTA. I don't think that's that controversial of a take, but that's just me. You just finished Brave New World. Oh. Recently began my replay of Red Dead. Nice to see great minds think alike. Hey, here's the thing. Before we did XCOM, two of the options were Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Red Dead, and so those both got a lot of votes. So, oh yeah, we're starting a new campaign. By 1899, the age of the outlaw and gunslinger was at an end. Well, maybe the gunslinger, not so much the outlaw. America was becoming a land of laws. Well, it kind of always was. I mean, you got the Constitution, for that, states' laws, but... Oh, I see, okay.
Being facetious.
I'm not a Phoenician.
Well, they probably can't hear me.
Even the West had mostly been tamed. Terms and conditions still apply. A few gangs still roam, but they were being hunted and down and destroyed. Hey, Lark, how are you? Oh, it's like, yeah, I'm doing. Oh, I got you. my PlayStation's now catching up to like all the chat that's been going through, so it's like Rockstar game. All right.
Always check your own.
I got my backup.
It's helpful to see when someone leaves a message on the PlayStation, but you'll want to check your backup. Oh, yeah, this.
Cattleman or Schofield? Schofield.
I'll fix this for you.
You better tell me. Whoa.
This should do the trick.
Who broke the gosh dang wheel?
Who broke my goddamn wheel, Arthur?
Have either of you played Bioshock? I briefly played the first game. It didn't really grip me. I'd have to go back and give it another shake. Because I have it. I can download it. It's just...
We'll have to stop someplace.
Oh, hi, worthless character.
I sent him up ahead.
If we don't stop soon, we'll all be dying. It's weather, it's May. I'm just hoping the law got as lost as we
I
did.
have a plan, Arthur.
Arthur, any luck?
I found a place.
Fleekazoid reference, God bless. Do you have a plan? I've got a plan, Samuel. Have some faith.
Now, Bandit, it ain't far. Come on.
It said, dead inside, don't open. I'm sure it's safe. Well, first thing you do. Listen. Here's the thing. You calling him a man of God is a bit of a stretch, particularly on. Right now, he's an alcoholic and a coke fiend. When he straightens up towards the end of the game, he will have my respect. Until that point, I don't like him. Because even particularly as the man of God, his character for the majority of it is just a bumbling doofus we have to save. And it isn't even until the end. Like, if you watch my Red Dead Lamentations, I said that he needs to get out. I'm happy towards the end that he went back to New York and started a congregation, but while he's with the gang, he doesn't really do much.
He's a loser, Arthur.
You are correct, Raven. What's your main in the Space Marine 2? I typically go Tactical or Vanguard.
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit quick.
What a name,
Miss
Gaskill.
Whatever blankets we have.
You mean
Miss
Reverend?
Johnson, see what we've got in terms of food.
That's the thing, everyone needs to get out. Yes, you're right. However, I'm talking about who actually gives something back to the gang.
Nothing more you could have done.
Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones? Lord of the Rings.
First of all, you're going to stay here, and you were going to get yourself warned.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I sent John and Mike scouting out ahead.
You are correct again, Raven.
Arthur and I, we're going to ride out. See
Lord of
if
the
we
Rings
find
beat
one.
up Game of Thrones, took his lunch money, and told him his mom sucked.
Who's my favorite character in this game? Other than Arthur and John?
Listen to me,
Hosea.
Arthur, for a moment.
Probably Hosea.
Now, we've had a bad couple of days.
That's an understatement.
I loved Davy.
Took a life insurance policy out on him.
Gone, back.
Well,
That'd be okay. We don't know.
Sean's not really a factor in this.
Now,
a factor. A factory? What
throw
about that?
myself in the ground in their stead. I'd do it. Gladly.
For like a minute, then I'd get back up.
We're
Hosea also could have left. Hosea kind of was married to the life, honestly. Charles is a G.
We're safe. Now, there ain't nobody following us through a storm like this one. And by the time they get here, well, we're gonna be long gone. We've been through worse than this before.
Really?
Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw, I need you to turn this place into a camp. We may be here for a few days.
Uncle, why are you
Now,
here?
all of you, get yourselves
Sadie, best girl. Fair.
Stay strong. Stay with me.
Except when I go to the bathroom, I appreciate my privacy.
Well, that smells like carrots.
Mine's Charles and Javier. I like Charles and Javier, both of them.
We ain't run into them.
I respect the both of them.
They both must
Prime
have
Dutch
been down
versus Prime John. Oof.
Hey, I ain't had time to ask. What really went
down back there.
Well, y'all need me for anything? Or?
We missed you.
Y'all good?
We might. They may request a rant at some point. Who knows?
Well, let me know if you need a rant. If not, all cool.
Hey, Mr. Smith. Get yourself indoors.
All right.
You need to rest that hand.
I'll be back if you need.
I'll live.
All righty.
Indoors, son. We need you strong. Okay.
Rant's on it.
All right.
Let me give you this at the very least.
Ain't sure.
You just got to request a rant on atheism.
We have to try. Stay close.
Rant on atheism.
Or atheists, rather.
This goddamn.
I have nothing against atheism itself. It is the
Oh, it has to blow over soon.
pretentious and self-congratulating atheists that I hate. They are the ones who I feel need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. See, my issue with those proud and self-righteous assholes who call themselves New Age atheists or New Wave atheists, they make a mockery of actually intellectual atheists. Because there are smart atheists out there. There are a lot of them out there. And they're the kind of people I'd love to sit down and have a conversation with. But I don't want to have a conversation with a lot of these assholes because they don't want to have a conversation with me. I see plenty of posts from people who call themselves the thinking atheist, the knowledgeable atheist, the skeptic atheist. And I always say the same thing. If you're able to think and rationalize, why do you feel the need to hate on anything you don't understand and don't want to understand?
Help me pick the others back up.
So, like, most of what they do is they shit post and post memes about how silly us theists are. And I'm like, do you even think before you speak, or is it like a monkey on a typewriter?
Definitely monkey on a typewriter.
Like, oh, wait, it is a monkey on a typewriter. That's where you think we all come from, right? But, no, it's always ridiculous, and a lot of what they say is moronic. And if you want me to just go after atheists in general, I can't, because there are plenty of atheists out there that are very intelligent, very very knowledgeable, but there are others who are just absolutely hateful. If you want me to go after a common atheist argument, I can. I can break down pretty bad atheist arguments for you, but going after atheism in general, I can't do that because there are plenty of atheists I respect. I don't agree with it, but just because I don't agree with something or a belief system doesn't mean that I hate it. So, like, for example, I have friends who are Muslim, I have friends who are gay, I have friends who are trans, I have friends who are atheists. I have a friend who is Buddhist. I don't know if he still is. I haven't talked to him in a while. But I have friends of various different beliefs. We don't agree on everything, and we have debates about stuff sometimes. That's a beautiful thing. We can still get along despite our differences in beliefs. I don't hate them for not believing the same things I do.
Let's go see. Follow me.
What I hate are the people who think that because we believe differently, they have to attack me for what I believe, or think that it says anything about my character based on what I believe. Like the people who say, you're Christian, therefore you are racist, or you are Christian, therefore you are sexist, or you are Christian, therefore you're this or that and the third. And I'm like, no. So that's my stance. Now, again, if there's a specific atheist argument you want me to debunk and rant about, I can do that. But if it's just atheism, I can't do that. All right. Back to you, bro.
Oh, thank you. Oh, shoot.
You need anything else? Let me know.
Will do. All right. And obligatory, dang you, Micah!
Damn you, Micah!
I hope Mac and Sean are still out there somewhere, too.
Yeah, I want to find Mac.
Let me take the rear. You move up.
Things Dutch often says on a Friday night. The Big Bang. Well, the Big Bang isn't really an atheist argument. Hold on. Let me ask this question.
Sure about this, Micah? Mr. Morgan, I never thought I would be so pleased to see your face.
Isn't he wonderful? But the Big Bang, it was actually created by the theory was proposed first by a Christian. And actually, it kind of goes more towards the idea of creationism because it gives the universe a finite, it gives it a beginning. That makes the universe finite, meaning it had a beginning, meaning it had a cause. And that actually goes more to the idea of theism than it does atheism.
That ain't fair, Arthur.
We're back on atheism again, huh?
Well, they're asking about the Big Bang.
Oh, the Big Bang is, I'm sure you said this, I didn't hear, but I'm sure you said the Big Bang isn't an argument for atheism.
Yes, it is.
It's what they fall back on. They fall back on that to try to, because the issue, here's the thing, when dealing with any religion, in dealing with any belief system, you have to ask a few questions. And one of the big ones is, where did we come from? Like, how did life start? Atheists don't have an answer to this question. They can't answer this question. So the one they like to fall back on is the classic Big Bang argument, because the Big Bang argument supposedly doesn't have God involved. Just basically there was this minuscule, tiny piece of condensed matter, it blew up, and from that all of life was created. The problem with this argumentation is it asks two major questions. The first, where did this piece of matter come from and why was it there? And two, how did it explode? This is what we call the uncaused first cause. It's the fallacy of the Big Bang. You can't just say, well, randomly something exploded and then we got... Let me tell you what the Big Bang, without God, let me tell you what the Big Bang supposes. This is a good thought experiment that my pastor once said. Take a watch, right? Break it down into all its tiny components. Put it in a bag, shake that bag for 10 billion years. What are the odds you're going to reach into that bag and pull out not only a fixed watch, but one that works? The odds are astronomical.
Beyond
and yet, that's what people believe. Another way to look at it, you look at something like the pyramids. Even if you don't want to believe humans made it and you want to believe aliens made it, you still have to acknowledge something made those pyramids. They didn't just happen. You don't look at a statue and say, clearly it just happened. You don't look at a painting and say, clearly it just happened. Clearly there was something behind it. There was an intelligence behind that creation. To just say, oh, well, it all just randomly happened, that takes more faith than a belief in a sky daddy.
Yep.
All right, sorry about that.
You're good. Is Arthur Christner atheist? I'd say he's more agnostic than anything else. He's really doesn't care. He really, I don't think, starts to think about it until towards the end.
Mike, hide behind that wagon. Arthur, you take that old shed on the left and stay low.
Being a bit generous calling this a shed. Thankfully, they can't see my hat. We're about a horror movie kick, and I've been having fun mentally looking at the writing. You can do that, because some horror movies and books and stuff have really good writing. Others of them are laughably bad.
I am very sorry to disturb you.
I am not.
My friends and I, well, we got
He's got the green neckerchief. Isn't O'Driscoll?
lost in the storm. Gentlemen.
Oh yeah, a multiverse origin. Like I've heard, like it's like an infinite loop, and then it's like okay, but then what started the multiverse? That doesn't get rid of the problem; it just pushes it to the side.
There's a corpse right here.
I might be wrong, but if I recall, the Catholic Church used the Big Bang as an attempt to scientifically explain how God made the world and universe. Wouldn't surprise me.
Keep your eyes on Dutch.
I think you should.
Give me that cattleman. Hey, buddy. Woohoo! Hold on. Reloading. There we go. Get out. Took a few bullets to get that one. Peekaboo. Try again. Buster Scruggs, I am not. Wait, where'd he go? Where is the runner?
He won't last out there by himself. Arthur, I said I'd handle this. Didn't seem to be going too well.
You can't reason with O'Driscolls.
Why? I don't know. Maybe same reason as us.
Well, sorry if I keep asking questions, but would you ever respond to Neil deGrasse Tyson or Bill?
Let's go search the
Honestly, not really worth it. And a lot of what Bill Nye isn't really considered a very intelligent character in the scientific community, particularly since he started to follow more pop culture trends. Neil deGrasse Tyson, on the other hand, most of his stuff is basically just on pop science, and he also isn't taken too seriously in a lot of instances. Like, a lot of people go like, in your field, you're brilliant, but when you come to start looking at morality and other stuff like that, he doesn't quite shine. I don't think making a response video to him would be really worth it.
O'Driscolls. I don't believe it.
Revolver cartridges?
Strange one, all right. Maybe they're hiding up here, too. There's a big price on Colm O'Driscoll's head.
Nearly as big as the one on yours.
Wanting Colm dead is about the only thing me and Uncle Sam agree on.
So, your thought on the 13th Amendment, then?
You should eat something now. Get your strength up for the ride back.
Classic oat cake. I'll take them biscuits.
Place is dry, warm. We could maybe move the women and Jack down here.
Maybe. We'll see how they are when we get back.
Let's see. Harley spoke to those around, didn't seem too much to say, huh? Oh, Neil should have learned to keep off the grass. Ah! Having to relearn all the controls. It's been a second since I've played this game.
I'm going to start packing the horses. You keep looking.
Yep. Get my corn. Favorite horror movie, Lark, or not really? Favorite horror movie? That's
Poor bastard was married.
I like the original Friday the 13th movie. I'm not sure that's call that my favorite, but I enjoyed that one. Probably I'm gonna have to go with Nosferatu, the more recent one, because I haven't seen the original. I really like the return to Gothic horror, and I thought Skarsgård did a very good job as a Count Olag. Or I forget what the count, but basically Nosferatu. Oh, hold on, almost forgot to search the end table. Yoink! Premium cigarettes. Time to destroy my lungs on my own terms. First time playing, not my first time. I have pretty much completed the game twice. I've started a few other playthroughs and haven't finished them, but hopefully this will be my third time going through and actually finishing. Alright. Count Orlok. Okay. Isn't he an astronomer when he talks about, like, he's big into astronomy and physics. And if you listen to him talk astronomy and physics, he's a pretty smart guy. It's sort of like Richard Dawkins. Richard Dawkins, a great biologist. Very good in talking about evolutionary biology. Morality, I would not... No, I actually saw a video today about a guy who used to work with Richard Dawkins and how he converted to Christianity. I am being thorough.
Just give me a minute.
Some of us have to tinkle. See, a lot of booze for these guys to drink. Oh, is there anything over here? Got a window? No, it's a window. Thought it might have been a door. Or someone ever asks who created God, they think too small of God. Well, it's sort of like no one created God because he is the uncaused force. He exists outside of space and time. Because the thing is, like, well, who created God? Well, whatever created God would basically be God, and then that would make God not God. So it's a headache to get through.
Sure.
Favorite anime? Oh, that's a tough one. I think probably my favorite anime probably is One Piece, but I like several. Like recently, I really got into Apothecary Diaries. That's been very enjoyable. I also like Spy Family. Kaguya Love is War has been probably one of the funniest I've seen. But oh dear! Well, looky here. It's like I'm back at middle school.
What's going on? This guy just jumped me.
And I take exception to that.
Sneaky little bastard. Should I kill him?
No. Not yet.
You hear that?
Find out what they're doing here and where Colm is.
Oh, this son of a bitch will talk. Where's Colm O'Driscoll?
And does he like me?
With the others.
I find that vague and unconvincing.
Camp southwest of here, near the lake.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
I should punish him for being ignorant.
Well, I would say it looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care. But bring that horse when you're done. Oh.
I don't know anything else. Please.
There. You're unconscious. Where's my gun? Can't forget my hat. Gotta keep it in good condition until it gets that never-ending bullet wound. What's your favorite cowboy slang word? I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Back in middle school, did you get beat up a lot? No, not really, but I as a middle school teacher, that, like, when it's like, oh, he's like you shot my cousin. Well, he started, it sounds a lot like you messed with my cousin. Well, he did whatever, so yeah. Oh, easy.
Easy now.
Hey, don't copy me. There you go.
It's okay.
Sidewinder. All right. Looks like a guy me robbing a train. So. Say, Lark, out of all the video games you've played over the years, do you have a favorite that helps you with rage issues? Rage, specifically. If I need something that I kind of calm down to, honestly, I will play something like Minecraft or Subnautica, something that's just kind of chill. I've also, ironically, Red Dead Online, I would also do that. I would go and just, like, hunt a little bit and just sort of relax and enjoy nature. But yeah, those are like when I was just like, if there's a rage issue, oh no, Micah's being Micah. That's a woman, Micah. I know you're not used to seeing them.
She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Micah. Look at her. Miss.
O'Driscolls don't allow women. They don't like Why would you do that?
Miss. Now, it is going to be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss. Come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on.
Did we douse this place in kerosene? How is it catching fire so quick?
You okay, miss?
Just Micah being Micah.
3 days ago, and my husband,
Miss, you are...
They made it play Risk.
Now. You can't stay here.
Because it's on fire. Sorry about that, by the way.
Come with us. Arthur.
Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them.
That's reassuring.
It's okay.
House used to be tinder boxes.
We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
Hopefully not turn us in for
What's your
arson.
name, miss? Miss.
Yes!
Adler.
Sadie.
Like a snake? No, that's an adder. Still walls don't like that. Yeah, we're going off the Hollywood logic, though.
He was my husband.
Must have peed a lot of grass to do that, Lark. Maybe. You can turn Micah, though. I can turn Micah? What? If anything ever bad happens, just blame Micah. I blame Micah when it's relevant to do so.
Looks like it's Dutch.
Shoot him now, Lenny.
How'd you get on?
On the horse? I stepped onto it. What? Do you not know how horses work?
Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it. We found some of them there. But there is more about, apparently. Scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is.
And that's all that it is.
Some supplies, blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink of something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're
I
safe
know.
now.
I know your home was burned down. You were held by people who did unspeakable things to you, and your husband was shot. But it's okay now.
Get some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
I don't believe
You're
you.
over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies?
Seniority! It's all about the seniority, my dude. When I rage, I play For Honor so I can feel the fires even more. That works, but sometimes that'll make me even madder.
He ain't been seen in days. Weather ain't let up.
He's strong, and he's smart.
He is one of those things. There we go.
Hello, Arthur.
How y'all doing?
Arthur, how you doing?
Just fine, Abigail. You?
This has a request attached to it, doesn't it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to ask, but...
It's Little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape again.
Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest.
2 days.
Your John will be fine. I mean, he may be as dumb as rocks and as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
He's just frozen to death.
Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the 2 best fit men we've got.
Now?
We're pretty worried about him.
And you're bringing the mood down.
The situation were reversed. You look for me.
He'll spend a lot of time looking for you, actually. Funny you mentioned it.
This way. Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding.
He's making popsicles. Thoughts on H.P. Lovecraft? A lot of creative ideas. He himself was a little wonky. John is sometimes smart. Yes, sometimes he's smart. I'd argue he's smarter than Abigail. But the boy never learned how to swim, and that bugs me. And I know the reason why, but still. Dutch, now this will make sense in our future, but Tahiti! Yeah. After I actually crunched the numbers on what it would take to, like, buy land out west, I was like, just Dutch, dagnab you.
Come on, let's take a look.
Red Dead Redemption, Cowboys versus aliens. What type of aliens?
Well,
No, Red one crystal. That's what we should have told Abigail. Don't worry, he's in the previous game, and this is a prequel, so it'll be fine.
that way.
Sure, well, come on then.
Oh, we're in trouble. If the Knicks attack a settlement that is just at cowboy level, we're in trouble. I don't care how good at your 6-iron you are. A Carnifex is going to nom on you. When I feel ready, I play Division 2. It feels so much better to button a ton of dead enemies. It feels so good. I do get that. If I'm going full rage mode... See, yeah, Space Marine 2 is also good for that, just like, kill.
So, you were there, huh?
Alright, I'm doing alright, Michael.
What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine.
Is it weird that I like previous game more? Oh, Red Dead 1? No, that's fine. In fact, there are some things that, like, Red Dead 1, I think, that was a little bit better. I think I prefer, like, the duel system in Red Dead 1 a little bit better. I miss being able to, like, play poker with people and proc duels because of that.
Dutch killed a girl in a bad way.
There's a good way to kill somebody. Okay, good to know.
That ain't like him, though.
We need more money. Meanwhile, Arthur, I have $40,000 in my satchel right now. How much do you need?
Davey got shot. Mac and John, both shot too. Sean, we don't even know.
Hopefully he's gone back to Ireland. Playing Hearts of Iron 4 with no DLCs, as people say it's unplayable. In fact, Paradox games are easier to get into without DLCs. For the most part, I actually agree with you. I remember playing Stellaris after, like, some updates, and there are, like, some updates that I absolutely, like, shut up about, that I don't like. Like the ones like we've automatically formed a Galactic UN. I didn't want to have a Galactic UN. Well, now you're a part of it. Now we say you're a big meanie, and we don't like you. Well, too bad. You're getting genocided. Yeah, the only thing I like about Hearts of Iron 4 DLC is typically like when there's like, hey, all the new sort of empires you can sort of make out of it, like resurrecting certain empires if you have the right conditions met. Now, Javier, hear me out. We come back here a little bit later. Ski resort.
Struggling. Yeah, a lot of fresh snow here.
I don't know about this.
Wonder why John didn't bring his family to Ireland. Law couldn't find him there. I think just going through U.S. Customs would have been an issue. I think the other problem is, like, John wasn't the one that had the most heat out on his head. It was predominantly Dutch that did. So I think he was under the impression that he could lay low long enough. It had been several years since the gang had been active. I think he figured he could go ahead and, like, you know, try and do his own thing. Not to mention, getting passage all the way to Ireland is going to lead some problems. The British authorities at the time are going to have questions. Like, Roan had some biases as Mr. Baldman wanted to form it. Yeah.
Let's see if he can hear us.
Did you and Raven hear the news about Lego Batman Dark Knight, a legacy game? No, I haven't. The Italians flopped every time. Yep.
Up there.
I mean, I do okay as Italy on Hearts of Iron 4, assuming I'm playing on Recruit. Yeah. I love Paradox games, like the concept. I am terrible at them. The only one I'm somewhat okay at is Stellaris.
It's coming from up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further on the horses.
Why not?
We'll have to walk from here. I'd grab that shot.
The New Vegas sequel looks in. Are we getting a New Vegas sequel? This is news to me. Because I'd be all about a New Vegas sequel. I know the show just got a season 2, but... Wasn't the Irish hate in the Old West real? It was, but it wasn't just in the Old West. It was for a good chunk of the 19th century. Wait, was I not supposed to go down there? Your horse was... But I thought you wanted me to get off the horse. You told me... Aw. Red Dead Redemption Cowboy vs. XCOM. Then we got a shot. There's a new Dawn of War 4. Yeah, haven't looked into that. I've heard of it, though. Well, I can't tell me what to do if I glass the planet. Oh, yeah. And also, Stellaris, like, updated their UI for planets a third time. Yeah, 3 for Dawn of War flopped.
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
They were in the walls.
No, Pinkerton.
Lark, would you want a Red Dead 1 game remake with Red Dead 2 graphics and physics and game mechanics? Assuming Undead Nightmare got in there, I wouldn't mind that. Honestly, I would like to see sort of a Red Dead 3. However, I actually, or maybe not Red Dead 3, maybe they could continue like Red Dead Revolver instead of Red Dead Redemption. Now it's like Red Dead Revenge or Red Dead Revenant or something along those lines. I'd like to see them sort of pick up a different story, sort of like how they jumped from Red Harlow to John Marston when they went from Red Dead Revolver to Red Dead Redemption. So, because the only way they could realistically do a Red Dead 3 is if they went back in time further and you played as, like, Mac or whoever one of the missing guys is that died at Blackwater. That's the only way I could see that happening. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Red Dead Redemption Cowboy versus Caesar's Legion. You can kind of actually play that kind of build for Fallout New Vegas. There's the Cowboy perk that helps you, like, work out. And lever actions in Red Dead, or not Red Dead, I mean, they're good in Red Dead, obviously. But they're also very good in Fallout New Vegas. It's kind of weird, like Fallout New Vegas, and even in the other Fallout games, I feel like the older the firearm, the more powerful it's treated. Like, you got that Ranger Sequoia that can, like, do so much damage, but it's something that shoots actual plasma is somehow weaker. Like, make it make sense. And then, like, one of the funniest weapons in 4 is like, oh yes, here's a literal cannon that you just carry around. Red Dead Redemption Cowboy versus Easy Pete all day, every day. I was thinking that Fallout 1 and 2 can be remade as the pop culture references are specific to the era that were created. Can't be remade. I think in theory they could be. I'm scared to see what the product would be. That's the thing. I want to play as Hosea. Playing as a young Hosea might be interesting, but he's often portrayed as less of a gunslinger, which is what we would want to play, and more of like a crafty fella.
John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater.
And now it's dead. Note to self, don't let John ride my horse. Young Grimshaw. Listen, Grimshaw is one of my favorites. Because she actually keeps everything running. The only Fallout I can really get into is Fallout 3. Interesting, you should say that. Because like I got into Fallout 3, but out of the Fallouts that I played, 3 is probably the one that I got into the least. I think part of that is just I got super frustrated.
Have to walk from here. I grabbed that shotgun from your horse.
Okay, so that was the problem. They wanted me to get the shotgun. Give me that gun.
Down this way.
Red Dead Adventure. I think it's got to be like a Red Dead and then a word that starts with an R. Like Tim Kaine went scorched earth on the source code, concept art, and anything. Oh. I think if we're getting a female role for Red Dead, they would do Sadie, because I think there is enough people that would actually be somewhat interested in that.
You sure about this?
I need to ask. Are we doing high honor or low honor? We are going to try and end with high honor, but there may be some low honor moments. It depends on how well the NPCs behave.
You're telling me.
Because I like helping out the poor. I like throwing the okay, no, I don't like throwing the fish back. I will to get honor. I don't mind donating to the camp fund. But if someone acts smart to me, they may just have to catch a bullet. Red Dead Requiem, now that's a game title right there. Well, the thing is, you did get to play as Jack Marston at the end of Red Dead 1, but the thing is, also keep in mind, like, when Red Dead, at the end of Red Dead, like, I forget, it's like 1914, 15, or 16, when, you're playing as, Jack, so the Wild West is a thing of the past, so it'd be kind of hard to do the cowboy thing with that.
Real slippery. Stay close to the wall. Up this way.
So you're God. So you're God. I am not God. However, I do carry the wrath.
Come on.
Red Dead Revolution, potentially, particularly if you're going to do it like heavily based in Mexico, considering how many like revolutions and civil wars they had. You could particularly do it. Heck, they even tapped into the idea of a revolution in the first Red Dead in Mexico. So you could very well do something along those lines. You could definitely do some prohibition stuff with Jack. Yeah, but if you're going to go more prohibition stuff, then honestly, wouldn't it make more sense to do more of a L.A. Noire style game?
Been a tough few days.
Because like L.A. Noire was set like what in the late 40s, early 50s. So you could just do that, like, but hey, sort of against the mob.
I'm not designed for this snow.
Mafia 3 vibes, yeah.
Let's keep moving.
A lot of people say to do Jack joining a war as Red Dead 3, but that would make it a World War I game. Yeah, that would be the problem.
John, can you hear me?
John, you there?
John, if you can hear me, say nothing. Oh, he's not there.
That's John.
A lot of people say, oh yeah, okay. The cold back then must have been rough, huh? You're telling me. I also gotta ask, John, how did you get over here after your horse dropped? Drinking whiskey as a blizzard is a bad idea. That explains it.
That's quite a scratch you got.
I'd be excited for Mouse PI for hire.
Never thought I'd say this, but good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
Hey, hey, hey.
You don't look so good.
I don't feel too good neither. Freezing.
Well, that's because you're out in the snow on the top of a mountain.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
He's a distant relative of Rhodonozora. That's how he got lost. Checks out. I was thinking, why didn't the USA go ahead with the invasion of Japan, but then again, surrender saved them from the Soviets? Well, two things, because the Soviets did definitely play a part, but also the atomic bombs. When they realized they were getting nuked and that the Soviets could invade, they looked at the cards they had and said, "Yeah, this isn't fun anymore." And so they decided to talk terms. Whiskey doesn't warm you up; it makes you feel warm. I'm coming. I'm carrying a whole lot right now. I'm literally carrying the weight of 2 protagonists, and that's a wolf.
Look up there.
Go back to Balto. They sunk some boats. We dropped the sun twice and firebombed the ever-living crap out of them.
Hands off until you're clear.
There's someone accurately rendered one. Yep.
Here we go, John. What have you done to Arthur?
I got my boomstick, you fellers. You better stay off. Woohoo! Quickly reload, please. Thank you.
You got 'em all.
Woohoo!
Good work, Arthur.
There's more where that came from. It kills me that I can't skin them.
Show up.
I think a spin-off of Jack in World War I would be cool, but I much prefer a prequel for Red Dead 3. Yes, Red Dead, the Red Dead Redemption, the series that counts backwards. But I think it'd be cool to also do something like entirely different, because even the actors that worked on Red Dead 2 said it would probably be really hard to do another prequel kind of thing. Even if we did invade Japan, was not in a state to really resist. Oh, they could resist. Now, how effective it would be, that's a bit of a debate, but it wouldn't be near as effective as they would want, but it would be very costly regardless. This is not a first-time playthrough. Now, I don't know every nook and cranny of the game, mind you, but I have finished the story twice. We can go back and forward. Go back to Red Dead Revolver Remake to reimagine. Ooh. Apparently, getting stories done, let another story be told. I agree. I agree.
Up there? More of them.
Oh, dang. You tanked that very well. I said get.
Look out on the right. We got more wolves on the left. Go.
These are very abnormally aggressive wolves. Hey, hold on. Can I ask you your I killed him with the horse.
You see any more, Arthur?
Don't think so.
Just be thankful we're not looking out for Lappins.
You still with us, Marston?
Red Dead 3 Space Cowboy.
It's gonna be okay.
If we could get another Star Wars bounty hunter game, assuming it didn't suck.
That bullet in black.
So we can have Uncle as... I don't like the idea that Red Harlow was Uncle, because to quote the guy that plays Arthur, Red Harlow's a badass. Uncle is not. Because if Red Harlow becomes Uncle, that's just sad.
Back to camp.
You know, we're gonna need to come up with a better story for that scar. So, freezing, bleeding, starving, damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you.
No.
Here, let's cross to the left.
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right. Now rock it back myself.
See those buildings up ahead, John?
Keep the honor in the gray so it's more accurate with Arthur in game personally. He's not exactly an angel and most likely would believe he's cold-blooded outlaw in the life situation. Well, actually, it's kind of interesting you say that, because at first, there's like a cap on how much honor or dishonor you can get. Like, you can try and be like super honorable in the beginning, but it will only accumulate to a certain point. Only to like towards the end can you really get max out honor.
We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
Here we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas. It's his leg.
And his face.
Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Welcome back, and let's talk shit.
You got any other lost mates?
Her wife instincts kicked in. Must nag.
Have you and Dutch Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this.
I was just
Oh, hi, Herr
discussing with Herr
Strauss.
When the weather breaks, I suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East into all that. That's civilization.
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr
Have you
Strauss,
seen
let's get
Armadillo?
going.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Red Dead Redemption 3. Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Thank you. John, you idiot. Like, he's like, put me back on the mountain.
Running for weeks. We found shelter and been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we wait the thaw.
Look, it's a very hungry. What do you think they're gonna do? I know, but once you see like several of them get gunned down and like the explosion of a shotgun should make them go, okay, this prey isn't worth it, unless they are truly starving. The real question is, are we going to get long hair, rugged Arthur, or short suave? Sort of a mix, I think. Because I typically keep him close cropped hair. The beard might vary in length.
Doubtful, just worried.
What do you think, Arthur?
Well, I wasn't on that boat, so hard to say. But I trust your judgment, Dutch. Always have.
Thank you, son. You have been shot at before, Hosea. I don't feel that this is honestly anything new.
The fact that, you know, like, a good chunk of us died is, something to completely ignore. Hi, Molly.
In here, Molly. It might be warmer by the fire.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
How do you feel being the most worthless member of the gang?
Stay strong.
Okay, Arthur.
I like your accent, though.
We're safe.
I always kept my beard at 2. Yeah, fair enough. It depends on the mood, honestly. Oh, no, too cold. Going back inside. Thanks for leaving me the chair, bud. That's better. So, Hosea, how you been?
You weren't there, Hosea.
I'm aware of that. And they shouldn't have been either.
Always the voice of reason.
There's nothing now. Okay, well, try to stay warm.
You just keep being awesome, buddy. Depends on what you're trying for. I can honestly try and keep Arthur about what he is right now. I am not going. I don't go Karl Marx. Karl Marx ruined that beard. I hate it here. Yeah, me too. Let's see. I can go help out Mr. Pearson or Bill. Did he ruin the beard? Well, I mean, the thing is, I'll be honest. He could rock the beard. It's more of an issue of I don't like Karl Marx. But if I do grow out a beard that big, it's not going to be Karl Marx's beard. It's our beard, comrade.
Here, Mr. Morgan. We're okay.
We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people?
You can't count? That's sad.
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
Particularly when you were lonely.
Stranded at sea for 50 days.
Did not
You
care.
unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Got all the hooch you could carry, though.
Agents are hunting you down. Sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have.
Is it because he was AC Syndicate? Is that why you don't like Marx? No, I don't. No, I don't like Marx being an AC Syndicate because I don't like Marx. Particularly because in Syndicate we got the most like sugar-coated, whitewashed version of Marx you could imagine. We got how socialist professors describe Karl Marx. They took away any of the rough edges, and maybe it wouldn't bother me so much, but when they were doing the Founding Fathers in 3, they basically tried to go like, oh, they were actually bad. They're morally gray at best. They did bad things. But Karl Marx gets a free pass over there? What the heck?
You two. If this game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
Long pencil stash and a soul patch.
You think this is rest?
Kind of.
Come along.
Alright, Charles, but only because I think you're cool.
Here, take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, nonsense. Wasn't Karl Marx a commie? Not only was he a commie, he was the commie. He was the one who wrote the Communist Manifesto, and Das Kapital. Because he and Engels were kind of like, sort of like co-authors with each other. However, Engels wasn't the writer Marx was. Marx, in my opinion, the definition of a racist and someone who doesn't know what economy is. If he knew how to work an economy, he wouldn't be a communist.
It'll be fine in a day or two.
I mean, if you don't do your history, you learn the Founding Fathers actually hated democracy. If you do history, well, yeah, they hated democracy. They were for a republic. But they, like, nowhere did they mention democracy, because to quote Benjamin Franklin, democracy is two wolves and a sheep deciding who's for dinner. They didn't like that because they were worried of it becoming mob rule. They had seen examples of democracy throughout history, and they understood that doing a pure direct democracy was not a good idea.
We'll head up this way.
The French, did you expect them to be good in any way whatsoever? The French are supposed to be good at certain things.
Been a wild few days, all right. They're riding north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm.
If Marx worked an actual job, he wouldn't be a commie. I think he did work like one job, like as an editor recently, but it's kind of like a lot of high-ranking communists going down to like Lenin as well. Like they were sort of this opinion, like, yes, just because we're fighting for the working class, don't think you're on the same level as them. This is where you get sort of the idea that, you know, some animals are more equal than others. Like, are we going to dual-wield Schofield revolvers? Because if so, count me in. Who knows what I'm going to dual wield? I might do something like that. Might go for sort of like a black revolver in one hand, white revolver in the other, get a little yin-yang action going on. I can guarantee you this, when I get the bolt-action rifle, we're going to be using a lot of that. Like all democracy's history is seized by strong, and despite what so many have said, it hasn't happened to the USA. Yeah, well, the USA isn't a pure-line democracy. It's a republic, and that's the thing. That's why, like, the specific type of democracy we are is classified as a representative democracy. We elect our leaders democratically, but we aren't a pure democracy. We are a republic. If only we could dual wield navies. Damn, Rockstar. Curse you! Why the bolt? I like the bolt action. That's why. But honestly, I like the Litchfield repeater. I think that's probably my favorite of like the rifle-esque weapons.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move.
But I could also impersonate a U.S. cavalryman and go with the Springfield. And I'd say, lovely scenery, old chap. Imagine if Micah jumped Arthur and he didn't have TB. Boxing bells ring. Oh, if he didn't have TB, Micah would be dead.
There's deer been here recently.
Give me the bow.
How can you tell?
Okay, I guess I can't.
Track them on foot. You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave it on your horse.
I was trying to get it.
No, use the bow I gave you.
I'm trying, okay. Okay, there we go.
Too much noise. Keep down. Move quietly and slowly.
You're not familiar with how I play this game, are you? Bo has a long rifle. Yeah, I remember that now, but I was like, why can't I?
You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe
I stick with guns that Arthur is given. I'm still rocking my trusty Cattleman. Cattleman's alright. It's good. With a smarter game, Micah would have died long before the game started. True. Then with a smarter gang, they would have retired while they still could have. I wish I can tell the NPCs I know more than you. Some of the NPCs' dialogue is absolutely wild. On the unknown animal, though my boy Charles just called it a deer. I think we know what it is.
No, but once you get your eye in, you'll be able to track them as well in the grass and the woods.
You liar. Not without the dead eye ability. Isn't Lowly Revolver the one gun Django wields in Django Unchained? Maybe. I haven't watched all of Django Unchained, so I cannot attest. Ah, there's the deer. I played Kingdom Come Deliverance. Not a lot of it. I got to like the castle where you're trying to figure out how to escape. Couldn't figure out how to escape, and I got tired of hearing the main character go, I actually am quite hungry. And I'm like, I don't care how hungry you are, I want to leave! And he's down! Hunt another deer. I think the Lamont revolver is best. I also enjoy using the Vulcan pistol. The Vulcan... Is the Vulcan or volcanic? I forget. But let's see. Ah, we have more. Ah, this is called... I don't think I'll waterproof my boots. If only we had a Sharps lever action breech loader. It's also funny, like, because they don't use the actual names, which is why you have like the Litchfield repeater. Because it's funny because there's a. Growing up, I went to a beach called Litchfield Beach, so I'm like, oh, my childhood. I'm not gonna buy 2 as this character named Muser. Oh, hold on. You just had to tuck your head down, you little so-and-so. Got him. Yeah. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Get back here. No more tears, only dreams. I'm suddenly reminded, what was that game that one streamer was doing where like that little rabbit popped up? It's like, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And then gets pegged with an arrow. Oh. I actually asked a person who was a real Black Angels in the 1800s, and they said Django, and I was speechless. Oh, trust me, as a history teacher, I get that all the time. Because I remember having to tell people, tell students unironically, no, Wakanda isn't a real country. In fact, one of my personal favorites was when I had when I was explaining that, where some of the stories of mermaids come from, like manatees, people thought they were that, and someone legitimately said, I kid you not, wait, mermaids aren't real? And so I had to convince this girl multiple times that no, mermaids in fact are not real. And it's not like, like Lark, she was probably just messing with you and toying around. No, she was genuinely convinced. Now, of course, other people in the class were egging her on because they thought it was funny, but it's like, she legit tried to use TikTok to convince me that mermaids were real.
Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat here to keep us.
Which sadly they're not. It also depends on the type of mermaid we're dealing with, like, like you're sort of your little mermaid, yeah, that's great. But if it's like the Hogwarts mermaids, I want nothing to do with that. Wakanda is real? Asgard is real though, right? I don't know how to tell you this. TikTok is a blight upon education. You ain't wrong. But with 2 deers and the amount of venison we can get, we gonna be eating good. Best mermaids are the Fiji mermaids, and yeah, those are a proven scam. And I kid you not, she tried to use the Fiji mermaids to try and prove to me that mermaids existed. What's your opinion on anarcho-capitalism? Kind of a pipe dream, in my opinion. Because the thing is, you have an anarchist state based on profit. Unless you have everyone following a very strict moral compass, you're in trouble. And I don't think you can get that. I get the appeal of the idea of anarcho-capitalism, but I don't think it could actually functionally work. Have you ever tasted venison? I always want to try it. Never tried. I haven't tried a lot of it. I have had, I've eaten venison, elk, bison, and elk and venison I think is pretty good. It's leaner than beef, but it's probably the closest thing, a little gamey or two, depending on where you get it. What about anarcho-liberals? I think they're even more deluded.
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Yeah, we ain't run into them.
Do you remember Volpecula? Grants back in NC. Very nice. I've eaten elk, buffalo, and boar. Yep, I can go for some boar. Because as soon as I expressed the interest in the idea of hunting to my father, he was like, I want to hunt boar. And I'm like, why do you want to do that? It's like, I hate how they tear up the land. Yeah. Because here's the thing. A lot of liberal ideology requires a state in order to enforce it. And so the idea that you can have that...
He's got a lot of meat on him. We've got enough here. No need to push our luck.
Alright, well, let them pass.
Real hungry. Stay well back.
Got it.
Storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
It's the poor man's beef. If you shoot it yourself, yeah. If you have to buy it from somewhere, it is not. I remember going to a fancy steakhouse and ordering elk. That was expensive, but delicious.
Cut up here, off the trail.
Off the beaten path, one might say. Easy. Easy. It's just the biggest apex predator on the continent. That's actually, no, that'd be polar bear, but the second biggest.
Good job. We ain't ever talked that much.
Man, I remember when Cabela's had their own version of Subway with actual game meat. They did? Oh man, I missed out.
Bet you didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. Being up here.
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong.
Ain't that the truth?
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You know, you seem to have a good head on your shoulders.
Oh, not at all.
If anything, I want you to stay and the rest to go.
Run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long
Would you ever try chimpanzee if you could?
I'm done with it. I was wondering.
No. I think that's... There's a lot of diseases that I've heard you can get from chimpanzee. I have no desire to risk it. Besides, out of all the animals I think, like, hey, I'd like to try eating, I don't think a chimpanzee would be good. Particularly because they're so muscular, I think it'd be too stringy to really enjoy.
He treats me fair.
I'd probably sooner eat hippo.
And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally.
Yeah, see, Temp gets it. Kieran has a good head on his shoulder. Oh, there's... yeah, sure, yeah. For how long?
Why ain't you run off? Me?
But you can't just, hang your head in your hands the whole time.
Like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years.
In Africa, they call monkey meat bush meat.
Taught me to
In a lot of parts of Africa, you eat what you can get.
Taught me a few
Chimps are built to... They are. Like, it's like, would you rather fight a gorilla or a chimpanzee? Gorilla. Definitely gorilla. Because gorilla might have mercy on me.
That's why we need to stay.
Chimpanzee will mess me up.
He always sees us right.
Does he? Does he always see us right? Kira's my third favorite character. I really wish we gave Kieran more of a fair shake. I've eaten deer, moose, elk, wolf, raccoon, squirrel, and there probably it's an animal in the southern states I haven't eaten. Even copperhead?
It's been as hard on the horses.
Just asking. But yeah, I've eaten squirrel too. Shot it, killed it, cleaned it myself. One of the few animals I can actually say I've done that with. Girls are pretty peaceful, you have to respect that. As long as you don't act like a threat to them or mess with them, they'll leave you alone.
I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride
And that's why it's like, who would win, 100 men or a gorilla? Like, unless you provoke the gorilla, he isn't trying to do anything to you. Kieran did deserve better. Lenny deserved better. A lot of them deserved better. Hosea certainly did. Orangutans are chill. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about chimps as being
I'm gonna hitch tie him over here.
This might be the first Rockstar game that's showing a decapitation. Really? Even like Manhunt or whatever. Like it was like back in like early Xbox days. Hitch the horse, genius.
Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. Thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
So, like in realistic terms, what are we looking at? A week? Here.
Just drop it down in. What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend?
We're not
Feel like
friends.
We haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
You're not wanted here, Uncle.
Just fine. Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you.
Makes you wonder why it doesn't use the National Guard doesn't use them for target practice. Boars, chimps, pork. What are we talking?
Mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan?
Don't mind if I do.
Together, we'll get to skin you. You're always one with the jokes, aren't you?
I'm not joking.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You can stick around. I want your wise advice and tactical moral support. Another thing I miss from Red Dead 1 is how you could just skin as many animals as you want and you could just stow them away. You don't have to worry about keeping track of pelts or anything like that. The boar problem, yeah. Actually, I do know the army in Georgia actually does actively hunt boar. I remember there was actually like a Gordon Ramsay short where he went over and hunted with the Army National Guard. They caught a boar, killed it, and he prepared it for the men on base. Would you eat a Smurf? No.
Arthur Morgan's first decent
I would not eat a Smurf. Rabute Gilliman would never forgive me.
Run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make it good.
There's little green people riding the boars, we might have problems.
A tough few days.
Like, what makes orcs dangerous as realistic as their technologies and ramshackles? It depends on the orc we're talking about. If we're talking about a Tolkien orc, then realistically they're not as tough as, say, a human. If we're talking about a Warhammer orc, problem is, one, they are big and tough. And not only that, they have the Wa field, which means that even though they might have ramshackled stuff, since they believes it's going to work like a normal weapon or whatever, it acts like a normal weapon or whatever. And not only that, they are hardy bastards. They can tank a lot of damage. Like, look at, okay, so you're doing 40k. So, I mean, look at Gaskell. I believe he got his head cut off, or another got his head cut off, and they just put it on another body, and he kept going. Like, that's some resilience. Not to mention, when you kill one, they release a lot of spores, which just means in a few decades, you're going to have more to deal with unless you just torch the whole area. It's just, they're a little rough to deal with. I ain't never seen. Actually, there have been purple orcs in the lore that have been seen. Just they're gene stealer orcs. They don't last long because the orcs go, wait a minute, that ain't right. Oh, wait a minute, that ain't right. That's not a proper get. I despise snakes in games like this in Far Cry. I despise the snakes just because they're hard to freaking shoot. Particularly with, like, that's another thing I missed Red Dead 1. Like, when you shot an animal, you cleaned it, the pelt was what it was. And this, if you don't use the exact specific type of weapon they recommend you use, it suddenly drops the quality of the pelt and the meat from perfect to poor. It's like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't use the world's tiniest arrow to kill the rattlesnake. They're actual purple orc commanders, which is why we don't see them as much, because nobody can see them. Yeah, I get that joke, like nobody's seen a purple orc, but the thing is, found to date, orc gene stealers do exist. The way the Ring of Power's handle. We don't discuss. There's a lot of things that would make Tolkien roll in his grave.
You lot have all turned yellow, apart from you, of course. Shut up, Micah. I ain't never seen so many long faces.
You seen a horse?
Guess folks miss them. I fell.
I like that hat.
I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
Literally.
Party. Probably.
Funny, huh?
Sure.
No, let him do it. Let him do it.
Of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching.
You all have lunch detention.
Hard.
Micah does that. A lot of them drip out pretty well. I even like Bill Williamson's drip in this.
Come on.
Are you sure about this?
I don't bother to shoot the snakes in Red Dead 2. I just kick them after they bite me. I'm talking about like if you're trying to get like snake pelts like craft stuff.
Let's go.
I know you.
Purple orcs can't be seen not because the orcs can't see purple. It's the Humies that really can't comprehend the actual purple orc. They don't bother to look for the purple orc. It would actually be really funny if it wasn't even the wall field. It was just like the purple they use just doesn't appear on like the color spectrum that the human eye can regularly see.
Then revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains and detonators here.
Trains, planes, and automobiles?
Always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy
Would you recommend I read Game of Thrones? I haven't read Game of Thrones, so I can't really recommend it. I've heard good things, but I don't know.
Please look after the place. There are O'Driscolls about.
Train robbery mission. I got a lasso. We're gonna wrangle up some boys.
Yeah, he said follow the main trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Okay, let's go find these bastards before they find us and rob this core of their planet.
Ironically, if we had just left well enough alone, it would have been fine, but no. We just had to mess with the likes of Leviticus Cornwall. Hey, look at the size of Bill's horse, man. It's a draft horse right there.
What's that? Tracks. Horses, quite a few of them.
Alright then.
As I can tell, the only fools out here are us and them.
At least you acknowledge what we are. Do you think xenomorphs would thrive in the 40k universe? Not really, because the thing is, this is why I have a problem with like the new Alien Earth popping up, because the thing is, when you take the xenomorphs out of space, they kind of lose a lot of the fear factor, because now you can call in reinforcements, you can shoot them with impunity because their acid blood won't melt through holes to cause vacuums. So let's say you drop some xenomorphs on a planet with the guard. The guard will be able to handle them easily. And I genuinely do think that. Because keep in mind, the aliens kind of work best when they when you have an isolated environment to work with, hence alien isolation. But like then you have aliens too, where they're much easier to take down because you actually have the Marines. Now sure, they had a rough time, but imagine a whole guard regiment going up against the suckers. Or a space marine. Or heck, the orcs might try and keep them as pets, let's be honest. I mean, they ended up niking an entire city to wipe out aliens. Yes, because that's completely out of the realm of 40k's possibility.
All right, gentlemen. This is it.
Make no mistake, this is it.
Are we goddamn ready?
I'm just regular ready, actually.
Good. Now, Mr. Morgan and I, we're gonna head up here a little, see if we can't get a sense of the layout of the camp. Mr.
Got it, see. Alright, see you, dude.
You two take up a hidden position just outside.
Essentially, yeah.
Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela, you two hold position here. Let's go.
Can I please have my repeater? I guess not. They take the xenon acid blood, which might be the only thing the Nids might find interesting. I think they already have like a variant of it, because they could spit, because they can shoot acid and such. Actually, that might be interesting. Could they consume the acid? Because that's a good question, because that is highly acidic. If it could cut, well, the way it cuts through. Because if they couldn't consume it, then that would be an issue. Yeah, but his stupid bolo tie. Why is he posing like that? I think he might be a bit of a dandy. Wonder what they're talking about.
Who's he talking to? He don't seem very happy.
Has an O'Driscoll ever been happy? I say becomes. Ha.
Seem to be. Should we go get him?
No. Colin can wait. Best to get some of them out of there.
Are you sure I could snipe him from... Oh, wait, is that Kieran?
Score if he never finds out about it.
Kieran, buddy.
Let's go pay our old friends a visit.
Now I'm wondering how Lobo... Lobo, I think, would do okay. There's one of the bigger bugs, bioplasma. It certainly makes the argument for acid possible. Yeah.
You boys be ready to pick them off from up there.
You got it, Dutch.
Yeah, I think that ought to do it.
Good. Come on, let's go. We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as my kid.
To feed a camp of 12, you need at least 6 deer. If you go on smaller rations, it can make it go a little further.
Wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Cloning is actually... What if the Imperial Guard were Jango Fett clones? Well, believe it or not, cloning is actually heavily used for certain guard regiments like the Death Corps of Krieg. I actually have this theory about how cloning works in the Death Corps of Krieg, because one of the things you'll notice in certain sources, the Death Corps of Krieg has actual names. They'll have like Germanic-esque names. But other times they'll have numbers. And it's like, this is Troop 4526. And they won't even refer to themselves as like he or say or like I want. They'll get this trooper would like to or something along those lines. And so my theory is that the ones that are born on Krieg naturally, like from a mom and a dad, however convoluted it might be, they are given actual names. But the ones that are born via cloning, or rather the vitae womb process, they are just given numbers. That's sort of my headcanon. I could do it. I could do it. Alright, I won't. Krieger Vacro, not exactly proper cloning, since cloning actually has some issues regarding souls in universe, hence why you can't just clone dead heroes. Unless your name's Fulgrim! Imperial Guard Regiment makes out of cowboys. I'm sure there's a Rough Rider Regiment somewhere around there. What exactly happened to Terra in 40k? It's far different from what we're used to. Basically, the Age of Strife happened. And basically a lot, like, the Dark Age of technology was wild. And then when that, you have, I imagine, like, the Rebellion of the Men of Iron had something to do with, like, I think there was some, like, serious attacks on Terra that really crippled the ecosystem. Fulgrim is freaky warp magic to Rez's dead brother. Yeah. Is a clone trooper more effective than a guardsman? It depends heavily on the clone and which guard regiment you're dealing with. Because like, if you're dealing with Acadian, you're going to need bare minimum a clone commando or an ARC trooper to at least to even have a prayer of going against Acadian. But if you're dealing like, oh, this is the 3rd Gudramite Rifles, the clone troopers are going to have a much easier time dealing with that. But I think pound for pound, I think the guard is better than the clones. And this is coming from a guy who really likes the clones. But the clones are, not only are they mass produced, a lot of them don't have the combat experience a lot of the Imperial Guard regiments do. Because they've fought, like, granted, they fought very, very hard against the CIS and then later on other enemies. But does that compare to, say, like the Tyranid Horde some guardsmen have survived, or the Orc monstrosities, or the horrors of chaos? Or heck, what about like the Death Corps of Krieg? They went against the Necrons and actually did decently.
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. You want to take the lead? Go.
Okay, I'll go first. You're dead,
This dang Yankee gun can fire from sun up till sundown. Woohoo! Yeehaw, chuckle. What you aiming at? No, it's not me. Come on now. I see you creeping. I also like this revolver because of how quickly it reloads with its tubular magazine. Anyone else want to play? Well, they gonna die now, aren't they? Not where I wanted to go, but okay. Let's end this personally, shall we? Hello, friend. Get over here, get over here, get over here. There we go. Alright. Looting! I'm all about that. I feel like null arcs could stand a better chance. Against who? Dark Age of Technology was freaky wild. Oh yeah, you add some absolute insane stuff in there. Order 606 really only worked with the surprise attack nature. Yeah, that's very much true. Like True Guards, I never want to face Cadians. I fought little demos harder than to stand still because they could. And Catacans. Yep. They're in the trees! Well, you guys have fun with that. I'm not done looting, and you told me to loot, Dutch. I know the Sith Empire would handle 40k. I think they would get rolled back. Alright, time to help out. We defend. They're in the trees, man. Why are the trees speaking O'Driscoll? Oh, where do you think you're going? And where do you think you're going? They owned half the Star Wars galaxy. Yeah, they did, but keep in mind, when they sprung out and took half the Star Wars galaxy, in large part, that was just because the Republic was incredibly unprepared, as per usual. But then they started to eat themselves alive and collapsed in on themselves. There. Yeah, so, yeah, the Sith Empire's got some cool stuff, but there's only so many Siths that could go around, and what happens when, say, some of those Siths meet blanks? Like, the Scissors of Silence are going to be a hard counter. I don't think the average Sith could take out a Space Marine. It's just, I don't think they would be able to struggle. And I think a lot of the Sith Empire would actually prefer to live under the Imperium than the Sith. Because I think your odds of having Imperial governors get a bad rap, and deservedly so in a lot of cases. But I think the average Imperial governor is easier to live under them than a lot of Sith. Probably, I think the Tau would also do a good job of holding out too, because I think they got that good technology. Also, the mechs are going to be a game changer.
Good work, boys. Now, let's tear this place apart.
Way ahead of you.
Bill, you go search that wagon there. Mike, search that building. Arthur, you take that building to the left.
Hold on, still looting so you guys can't get anything.
Find those detonators, explosives, anything you can. Let's go.
Okay, whiskey! Finally. Kentucky bourbon. I missed you, buddy. Cigar, gonna enjoy that later. The Eternal Empire wrecked both the Republic and Sith simultaneously. Yeah, but in their defense, the guy who was leading them had a really cool voice. What does that have to do with anything? Absolutely nothing. There's still plenty of aliens, yeah. Depends on the aliens, because if the aliens can prove themselves useful, they'll probably let them live as long as they continue to remain subservient. Otherwise, nope. Vitiate was a boss. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, here, maybe it's in the chest with the big dynamite on it.
This looks good.
I wonder how the Imperium would treat the Wookiees, Twi'leks, and other famous aliens. We all know how they're treating Twi'leks. We know how everyone treats Twi'leks. It's not going to be any different. Do you think Dark Empire Palpatine could take on a Marine? A singular Marine, yes.
This is perfect.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. This is something about the...
How would the Imperium see us as modern Earth humans? Probably about the same. Like, let's say they discovered a planet that was just like ours, just the same level of technology. They'd probably try and establish relations with us peacefully and have us, like, be integrated into the Imperium and start paying the tithe. Typical man. Because here's another thing that's sort of weird about... Because Twi'leks and humans can interbreed, which means Twi'leks are technically related to humans in a certain degree. So there's a chance they could just go, oh, they're just abhumans. And they would be classified as abhumans and then would be maybe not given good treatment, but they would be allowed to live. When I see people say, oh, the warp's going to be a problem in which the Imperium versus any sci-fi faction, it's not like the Zeely sequences matches up for Get Chaos as a non-faction. Zeely's a different ball game, man. Ah, yes. That, the religion factor. What they would try and do is they would honestly, the modern... like the modern ecclesiarchy would just try and convince us that the God of Christianity, Islam, and all the other religions somehow connect to the Emperor in some way. That's how they would try and swing it, because that's typically their normal modus operandi. Ogrins are indeed goated. Yes, they are.
All right, dig in, fellas. Let's make some ground.
Indeed. Alrighty, we got our stuff. We raided the O'Driscolls. We're doing alright for ourselves, I'll tell you what. Zeely itself will get wrecked by certain sci-fi groups whose main leader can actually write the rules of reality by will. And that's the thing. There's a certain point where it's just like, obviously they're going to win because they're written to be OP. Oh, the time... Yeah, that's why Time Lord, timey-wimey, Doctor Who nonsense... You know what? No, the Imperium doesn't need to kill the Time Lords. BBC has effectively killed off Doctor Who as a franchise. Warhammer doesn't need to try. All right, Mr. O'Driscoll. We ain't got time to go over that long list. Ooh, look at that. A big one and a keeper, too.
You're coming with me. Oh, God, no.
Can't they just shoot the horse and be done with it? Where's the fun in that? Also, what you got on you?
I'm no use to you, really.
$1.90? Man, I'm rich. I mean, in 18... I actually need to look at, like, what the conversion was, because I know, like, in 1900, $10 was, like, $380. Now I know who you are. I saw Como O'Driscoll slap you.
Mister. What's your name, boy? I don't know. You don't know your name?
It's kind of sad.
Kieran what? Duffy. Kieran Duffy. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day.
Somewhere you ain't gonna like.
Why? What are you
We're taking you to Milwaukee.
Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming.
No, please.
I promise, we're not evil. Inquisitor 1, Xenos, Skull. Wait, she's kind of hot. Inquisitor 1, needs more research. Holsters bolt pistol. Literally, that's how it's gonna go. I mean, honestly, if I was an Inquisitor, that's what I would say if I saw a female Quarian, because Tali is best girl.
You better shut your mouth, you little shit, or I will shut it for you.
Pretty sure a lot of Star Wars aliens might get the pass because of the women. Yeah, and I think that it's like somewhere in Star Wars lore that a lot of like the women, like Zabraks and Twi'leks and Togrutas, are actually related to humans in some way, so they might get classified as abhumans. What about the Asari? Don't know how that goes. Fairly certain they might not be treated as well. Just because, like, the Quarians would be an easier to make a vassal state. The Asari are far wider spread and stronger, and so they would probably resist, at least early on, resist any attempts. And not to mention the fact that any attempts at breeding with them produces more Asari would automatically freak them out. Because theoretically, an Asari could mate with a Space Marine. And once that's figured out, oh, the Inquisition's not allowing that to live. Right. Oh, right, Kieran, almost forgot you were there. Hey, Kieran, remember that time we killed a lot of your gang members and I bound you up and kidnapped you?
Oh, don't worry. They're real nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry, not evil.
Shit, did you?
Yep.
I got him. Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
I mean that, sincerely. We left you a cheese plate.
Oh, now all we'll get is
The Imperial likes to, yeah?
Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hungry.
Yeah, the Nautilon might be a bridge too far.
Saying, my friend, we shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed them as need feeding.
But you seem pretty full, so we won't do that.
What you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister! I hate that fella!
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur. I'm just sorry we missed out on Cole. Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Well, if we stand on the tracks, it'll hit us, actually. After the Imperium discovered the Separatist military... Oh, the CIS? Oh, that's going to be a problem. Because they're going to look at all those robots and go, absolutely not. A few days later...
It's been a bad few weeks. But
Kieran keeps crying.
Dutch being Dutch, he is busy making plans, and Dutch being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams.
And robbing people's dreams. Most of the Xenos, they're yucked.
I thought you was reading him his last rites. Now I see.
They don't have to watch those wrist rocks.
I'll mind you to show me some respect, Mr. Morgan.
Respect is earned, pal.
You're still here then?
I owe you.
And you'll pay me. For the moment, just rest.
Arthur, I think it's time for the train.
We should get tickets.
Of course I do, but look at you. I was always ugly, Dutch. It's just a scratch. Don't lie still, son. Hello, Abigail. Jackie.
The boy wanted to see you, John.
You see me now. What's left of me? What about you?
Guess I was hoping to see a corpse.
Hey, you made me go find him. If you wanted him to be a corpse, you should have said so from the start. Clone Wars did the CIS so wrong. You mean the show? If so, certain aspects, yes. I hate how Grievous got turned from this, like, like force of nature to just a cartoonish villain.
Yeah, come on. What do you want from me, Hosea?
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
So unreasonable.
We're living. Look at me. We're living. Even you.
Ignore all the people that died.
Everything we has in Blackwater. You fancy heading back there?
No. Listen, Dutch, I ain't trying to undermine you.
I just wanted to undermine you.
Which was to lie low, then head back out west. Now, suddenly we're about to rob a train.
What choice have we got?
We could not do that.
Cornwall's no joke, Dutch.
Who is Leviticus Cornwall?
He's a big railway magnate, sugar dealer, oil man.
Well,
Think Andrew Carnegie.
sounds like he has more than enough to share.
I mean, given the show's rating, I don't like it, but it made sense.
Something of ourselves.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's a kid's show, so they have to simplify things. But even for a kid's show, they got away with a lot. Like, there was an awful lot of death in that for a kid's show, which I respect. But it would also be nice, like, if we saw, like, got to see, like, the Clone Wars from a more adult perspective, where we actually see, like, the CIS not as, like, Roger, Roger, but, like, you actually see the horror of fighting them when you're not, like, just following a bunch of Force users. 2003 would flat out be the AdMech assassin. Oh, dude. 2003 Grievous is the stuff of legends. And he fought Shaggy. And we all know how tough Shaggy is. Or Shaggy, as he was called.
I'll be fine. Good. I'll take the driver and engineer, then run point. Lenny, Javier, you two take the front cars and deal with
Yeah, it is sad. It is sad. But I'm going to be real. What they did to Grievous is far from the greatest sin Star Wars committed. He Rebecca Shaggy.
Not if you keep your head for once. You worry about yourself, huh?
I don't want to.
After Bill blows the tracks, we're gonna need to move fast. Is everyone clear on what they're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna go get some eggs, milk, and... Oh, sorry, that was the grocery list. Were we not already doing that, sir? Wow, I love that music. Those new clones were also badass that they harkened back to the Republic troopers. Yep. I don't like the canon timeline to compare to Legends. No, I'm right there with you, Burger King. Hey, Lark, are you and Raven, how are you and Raven doing today? We're doing alright. And what's stopping Gilliland, forcing the Eldari into extinction and, to ruin the Inari plans? Because the Eldar aren't a big enough threat, and they can be helpful in certain occasions. So there's no reason to go out and try and take out the Eldar. Why waste the men and material if the Eldar aren't a direct threat when you've got Tyranid, Orcs, Chaos, and Necrons causing problems? Right? Because right now Gilliland was like squaring off against the Silent King. That's far more of a threat.
This is what I call a crew.
Let's go basically rob Rockefeller. What could go wrong? What about Lenny? I think you mean Lenny!
Happy we're back at him, Dutch.
You sure you're ready for this, kid?
Of course I'm ready.
Just stay calm.
Listen, Lenny can hold his own. It's Sean you have to worry about.
No mistakes. Not again.
So we do this, then we go back to Blackwater to collect.
How many times you gonna ask the same question, Micah?
That's a lot of damn money to leave sitting for too long.
It would be crazy to go back there now. The place will be swarming with Pinkertons.
And how do we know it hasn't been confiscated yet? Sean tends to be empty-headed. Yeah, I see what you did there.
You'll just have to trust me.
The Bad Batch doesn't hold a candle to Delta Squad. Few hold a candle to Delta Squad. In fact, I don't even think I've seen Delta Squad hold a candle.
Now everyone, shut up and get your mind on the job at hand. Come on. There's the water tower. Hold up here on the ridge. Is Bill there?
Gears of War? What about Gears of War? Which gun is your favorite in the game? Probably either the Schofield revolver or the Litchfield repeater. Burks, Cody, and the other ARC troopers were dope, but Fordo was a league of his own. Yep. Alright, Bill, let's see what happened. Time for a train robbery.
I'm okay. You sure? Of course.
You had a duct tape?
All right. Go ahead and set up the detonator by those rocks over there.
Okay, sure.
Now just unspool the wire and then attach it to said detonator.
Mind if I take the long way around? Spool of explosive wire made in China. Okay. So, Lark, do you think that a Jedi and the Imperium would interact with each other? Heck, how would the Sith fare? Which Chaos Space Marine Legion would most likely take control of the Sith? My guess would be either the Black Legion or the Word Bears. I think they would probably take on. They would adopt the Sith in as cultists. All right. And as far as the Jedi would not be tolerated because a concept of the Force would be anathema because they would be definitely viewed as psychers, and so they would probably be captured and tried to fed to the Astronomicon.
Remember the plan, all of you. No mistakes. What's going on? He says
A mistake.
We'll soon find out.
Everything okay? I think so. Okay, cover your faces. Train should be.
I never like covering my face because it never seems to work. Is pre-Bane or post-Bane as their only two Sith? I'm thinking pre-Bane.
It's time.
But back when I think Sith were more interesting pre-Bane, and I will die on that hill.
All of you, you all know what to do.
Here we go.
Now.
Shit, no!
I knew we should have bought the Acme Dynamite. I can see the Wordbears taking over the Sith Empire and probably indoctrinating young Sith and thinking the Wordbears are the highest position of Sith. Oh man, if they could find like a young Sith child on Korriban that would be gene compliant, they 100% are turning him into an Astartes. Sorry, Javier. Lenny, no! Got the dynamite from Wile E. Coyote? Yeah, Acme.
Now stop yelling. Oh, shit. Yeah, you're okay.
It's just a train.
Where's Javier?
He fell off.
Let's go.
Atta boy, Lenny!
There's another guard up ahead. You want me to take him?
Candy and cigar? Oh, can you imagine the only thing I actually take is candy? Oh, that'd be fun. Woohoo! You were saying? Woohoo! You gotta be quicker than that. Oh. Don't know what I was aiming at there. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm good. What the hell was Bill doing? He had long enough to set that charge.
Well, I hooked up the wire, but we won't mention that.
Yeah, we don't need to mention that at all.
You don't rob a Rabbinic cornball train.
And you don't stop and you don't stop. I always call myself an O'Driscoll. I feel like a hair. Oh!
How you doing there?
Fastest gun in the West. You got anything good on you? Oh, that's a Krieger move right there.
That's what we're doing, kid.
Your Abe Lincoln beard won't save you. I'm right here. Settle down.
Shit, more guards coming out of that train car.
Clearly not the best guards in the world. Apparently there's some help even money can't buy. Wait, where's my hat? Nice try.
Still okay?
I think so.
Good. Doing good, kid.
Who is this guy? You're doing good, kid. Don't ask questions. There's always another batch, kid. Reinforcements. I gotta get closer. But Old Republic Jedi would be far better than the Clone Wars era Jedi. For the most part, yes.
Good shooting, kid.
I can see now why the O'Driscolls brought so many boys up here for this.
Arthur, get over here.
Aw, but I wanted to loot everyone's corpse.
You two all right? Yes, let's get the money and go. We got some fellas holed up in this last car. Ah, shit. What are you boys planning on doing in there? Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you.
But we have no qualms in doing so.
I give you my word, but
Thoughts on the pacifist Mandalorians? Delusional.
come on, boys. Okay, you asked for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seems our friends have gone deaf.
Let's get him a hearing aid.
Come up a little. That's enough. Mr. Williamson, give Mr. Morgan and Mr. Smith some dynamite. You two boys go blow that door open.
Give me that.
Now, don't matter too much to us, but you boys in there might want to take a step back.
Good thing it's that sticky dynamite.
Here we go. Now light the fuse.
Unless you got a death wish, I'd step back, fellas.
Run! All right.
All right, come on. There's one going out here. We don't want to kill you.
Seriously, fellas, what was your game plan?
Get on up there. Search that train.
Get up. Jump on the train, man. What? Okay, I don't know why you're giving me so much trouble.
It's like a palace.
Now I've seen everything.
You can be pacifist and still protect yourself.
Oh, yes.
Uh...
You're just gonna stand there, kid. Pour me some brandy, will ya? Parched. Shut up.
Dear Mr. Cornwall, we are yet to receive the payment of $2,000 for the initial phase of exploration and the Wapiti Indian Reservation in Birno. Has agreed to the contract between Cornwall Kerosene and Tar and the Leland Oil Development Company dated back November 9th, 1898. On On receipt of the funds, we will proceed with Phase 2 and 3 of the projects and present you with a detailed report of our findings within the month. Yours respectfully, James Critchley, Head of Accounts, Leland Oil Development Company.
That's how it's done. Shit. Just a pile of papers.
Bonds?
I don't think so. Here. Make yourself useful. At least we all know you can read.
Can't carry any more of this item. Fine.
Railroad contracts, invoices, blah, blah, blah.
Gotta smoke one so I can take one. Don't ask how I smoke through a mask.
Sugar imports from the Spanish West Indies? A lot of sugar? Some fancy new boat he's ordered from Europe?
I am not robbing another boat as long as I live.
Yeah, that's the issue with pacifism. In fact, I would say, like, if you've ever seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Android 16's speech to Android 16's speech to Gohan, I think a lot of that rings true.
Nothing much, yeah. This looks like something.
I stand corrected. Lockbox. Micah can't read. Are you surprised?
I think I got him. Thank God. Come on.
Well, no, there's still more in here, maybe. Anybody want an extra cigar? Well, let's see what we have here. Inspect letter, please. All right, read. Dear Leviticus, thank you for your telegram about your continued interest in the Jameson Mining Company. However, I'm reading! Any news you have received of mismanagement or financial difficulties at the mine at Ansburg are simply fake, and I would urge you to question your sources. The coal industry is quite different from the oil industry in a number of ways, so I certainly remain open to business meeting at your convenience to exchange ideas and educate each other on our respective areas of corporate expertise. I would also be delighted to host you at Ansburg and give you a personal tour of the mine and associated facilities. I look forward to further correspondence. Yours sincerely, Archibald Jameson. That explains why we see him in Ansburg later on. All right. Dang it, didn't get the brandy. All right, give me my brandy. Pacifism is great till it's time for war. What doesn't care? It's the old Greek proverb, man. If you want peace, prepare for war.
I think we can probably sell these pretty easily.
Yeah, we can.
Done. Would you get rid of all of this?
Train?
Yeah, get it out of here.
About them.
What do you think? I don't know. It's up to you. Kill them, leave them here, take them with you on the train. Just make sure they don't send no folk after us, okay? See you
They
back
will.
at camp. When you get back, we'll be moving on. The rest of you, let's ride.
Okay. Get on the train. Quick. All of you. Any bright ideas, I kill all three. So behave. Come on. Move.
We won't tell a soul, I swear.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Now move. And now we're going to go for a ride. Can never have too much stuff. Alright. With one gonk and got what? Alright, we all know Gonk Droid can... Oh, a Gonk Droid, of course! The mighty Gonk Droid. And now let's see. Have you boys in the vaccine final destination? Now they're going to have a great opportunity going, wait, if we're in here, and he's on his horse, then who's driving this train? Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Mary Beth. Oh, never changes, she does.
So we getting out of this hellhole? We're gonna try.
A little cold for a hellhole.
And we just robbed a Leviticus.
Konnichiwa.
We got money in our pockets. The worst is behind us, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
I know this country a little. I told you, we should set up camp in Horseshoe Overlook near Valentine. We'll be able to hide out there, no problem.
It's got a great view where everyone from miles can see us.
Clean
Wait.
noses and everything else. Arthur, you're in that one. Bring Hosea. I know you two like to talk about the good old days and what's gone wrong with old Dutch.
Man, it's like you know us, Dutch. As long as they don't try and make it look like an accident so you can't say it was a robbery. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was going for the honorable thing, but might have been smarter to kill them because, you know, less witnesses. Ah, dang it, the choir and orchestra found us, boys. And this music makes me love it. Hey, yeah, I joke, but the music is grand. Particularly when we get towards the end. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know, the humming is nice. What I really need is a kazoo. If it wasn't an accident, O'Neill can just accuse you of stealing if everything was supposedly lost anyway. Yeah. You would have been able to get the brand, you missed it, you had to kill them, more importantly.
You two ride up ahead, make sure there's no surprises. We've had enough of those.
Me with the boy?
As I was watching Barcho, I realized that the end of the Shinobi era makes no sense. The entire point of the franchise is ninjas, but I get the message technology is replacing traditional chakra. I mean, to be fair, I kind of call, like, I'm sure they did it stupidly, but, like, I called the point, like, hey, guns would be a game changer and would replace the need for ninjas for the most part. But yeah, technology advancement, that doesn't surprise me. Do you think Jar Jar is a Sith Lord? No, but I want him to be. Because there are kind of little Easter eggs here and there where Jar Jar is sort of like, is he something more? I'm trying, Hosea. I'm
Okay, let's take a look.
I'll call AAA.
Does everything look all right? Well, what's going on?
Just like they love guns. Yeah, that was my thing. You guys may not have seen it, but one of my lamentations was on the Hyuga clan. Unfortunately, TV Tokyo did not like that I made a Nazi joke in the thing. And so they ordered it, they struck the channel and we had to take it down. But one of the points I brought up was that ninjas historically did use guns. I even used a direct reference of when they attacked, when one shot at Oba Nobunaga twice. So anyone who goes like, no, they can't have guns because they're ninjas. Like, historically speaking, they had guns.
See? You ain't so useless after all.
Not quite.
Wagon repair.
What do you think? If they wanted trouble, we wouldn't have seen them.
How? Do you do?
Bastards. We really screwed them over down here.
Down here?
Come on, let's not push our luck.
What happened?
Well, get in. I'll tell you.
It's a tall tale. Even Gaijin Goomba pointed out ninjas love guns in his video about Zero from Borderlands 2. Oh, so I haven't watched Gaijin Goomba or a lot of them.
Stay on this trail. We'll follow the river, then cut left inland.
George never should have ditched his original concept for Jar Jar as a competent military commander trying to stop a war and being force sensitive. Yeah.
This is the heartlands we're going to. Good farming and grazing country. They lost it all. Stolen clean away from them it was, every blade of grass. Killed or herded up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
How's that different from anywhere else?
Kind of a good point.
maybe it's not. I just heard some of the army out here was particularly unpleasant about it.
Yep.
Unpleasant? How do you rob and kill people pleasantly?
Ask the Comanche.
Spider that just talk.
I fear I was perhaps trying to simplify something more complicated for the benefit of our blockheaded driver here.
Yeah, hey!
Hey, don't blame it on me.
Moralization? Favorite EU novel or series? Probably the Thrawn, the original Thrawn books by Timothy Zhang. They're pleading and say they never slaughtered them, so they don't really have any right to complain. I mean, I'm not going to fault them for complaining, because for getting a raw deal or anything like that, but to pretend like they were just innocents and did nothing wrong, yeah, that don't fly with me either. And that, historically speaking, that's actually probably one of the biggest criticisms I have with the game. I don't mind them saying, like, hey, look at their plight and look what they went through. I would have also liked to see the other perspective, too. Because when you read accounts, both sides had opportunities to treat each other horribly, and both sides took plenty of those opportunities.
We drifted around. He was a very
I am now hot. Natives in the California and Texas area. Bruh. AC3 was particularly guilty of this. Yes. Yes, they were. Natives weren't innocent. Honestly, nobody was. Like, Geronimo himself was actually controversial among the natives, especially the Apache. Yeah, and then you look at, like, the stuff the Comanche did. Good lord. Like, part of the reason why the Spanish initially allowed Americans to settle in Texas, or what would become Texas, was they wanted them as a buffer between them and the Comanche. I love Death Troopers and Red Harvest. Alright. But it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like, did the settlers do bad things to the natives? Absolutely. Were the natives completely innocent? No.
Cowboys, outlaws, working girls, our kind of place. Driscoll's, probably them too.
Yeah, we're California. Yeah, and I'd say it's because once Mexico broke off from Spain, Santa Anna tried to get rid of them, and they're like, hey, no, wait, whoa, we were living here for a while. We'd like to do our own thing, and thus, Texas Revolution. We love to demonize the Mesoamericans. We act like the North American natives were innocent victims. Well, to be fair, now they're trying to roll back a lot of the demonization of Mesoamerica. They're trying to look at it in a different lens, which to a certain degree I respect, but they're just basically trying to add, oh no, they did nothing wrong. The conquistadors, big meanies. And I'm like, I'm sorry, when you take a veteran of the Reconquista and he rolls up to an area and he starts seeing human sacrifice, you can't expect him to just go, oh, that's fine. He's grabbing the Espada repair in his arquebus and going, boys, we're doing God's work. But yeah, I do agree there's a lot of double standards about it. It's one of those sad situations because there's always like some political motivation. The Trail of Tears happened because the natives broke a treaty. To be fair, Old Hickory snapped pretty hard, a little too hard. The sad fact about the Trail of Tears is it was probably the lesser of two evils. Because let's say Andrew Jackson listened to the Supreme Court and said, okay, fine, I won't move them. The state of Georgia is going to attack them. The Cherokee would have been wiped out. And so the Cherokee are only able to be as large a tribe as they are now, in large part because Andrew Jackson had them removed. It's kind of one of those things. We look at the reservations and we look at like the Indian schools as like, oh, these were horrific things. Those were considered the nice alternatives for the time period, whereas the generation before them would have done something even worse. Get on now, Javier. Cortez had the help of native tribes when he conquered, not just native tribes, like he had full-on city-states that allied with him because they saw an opportunity. Andrew was a jackass, but once you see what the others wanted to do, it gets scary. Exactly. Because Andrew Jackson may have been a wild card, but he did have a method to his madness. He wasn't completely unfeeling, but he was a harsh man. The Aztecs made a lot of enemies. So there's, you could argue about the, you know, such as the Sword of Damocles in such a situation. Read a book about the Trail of Tears for uni. Just sad the whole way. Another reason I think Jackson was not only a not so good person, but not so good president for multiple reasons. It's kind of interesting, his presidency, because Trail of Tears definitely a down black spot. The spoil system was definitely not a good look, but he also he killed the national debt.
We've all made mistakes over the years, Hosea. Every last one of us. But I kept us together, kept us alive, kept the nooses off our neck.
Sure you did, buddy.
I guess I'm just worried. I ain't got that long, Dutch. I want folks safe before I go.
Me too.
And now we are stuck east of the Grizzlies and out of mud.
Funny how Jackson's attempted killer had 2 pistols, but both of them jammed. Yes! I love that story. It's like, oh dear! The first assassination attempt in U.S. history, and it was Jackson was what had to be pulled off of his assassin. Or would-be assassin.
Would you just look around you?
Like, Columbus is still pretty bad, but yet there were way worse. Heck, one of the worst conquistadors was paradoxically given sympathetic backstory in Disney's Jungle Cruise. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Columbus is the popular one, so they're gonna mess with him.
Of course, Herr Strauss. I prefer robbing banks to usury.
Yeah, I do too.
Dignified somehow.
It's also, usury's a messy business.
Come on, gather round.
They really should have given us Dutch belt and hustlers. I thought Mary Beth's skirt was a floating ham for a second, and I don't know why.
So it is
But yeah.
time for everyone to get to work.
Get to work, but stay out of trouble. Remember, we are itinerant workers.
Laid off when they shut down our factory to the north. Now get out there.
Because Lord knows there isn't another factory in the north we could join.
Uncle, Reverend Swanson, no more passengers. It is time for everyone to earn their keep.
Swanson, uncle.
Little way down the track, name of Valentine. Livestock town, all mud and morons, if I remember right. That seems a decent place to start.
And, we need food. Real food. That means every day. One of you.
And remember, whatever it is that you find, the camp gets its slice. Now be sensible.
However, I'm going to wind up putting a lot of money in there, and you're going to yell at me, and yet John's going to put in like a twig.
We'll be ready shortly. We put you over here.
I'm sure everything will be fine, Miss Grimshaw.
It should be. Most of your stuff from Blackwater got saved.
Let's see. Yeah, Columbus is the far more famous villain, but he's small tier comparison to others. Heck, Jesuits and conquistadors had beef with each other for a good reason. True. Columbus is over-glorified and over-vilified. He's really truly a product of his time. And I think people need to remember that. Who do you think was the worst Roman emperor? My vote goes to Honorius. Calling Honorius a Roman emperor is giving him too much credit, because he was a figurehead. Because the Germanic tribes were basically running the show at that point. Honorius was literally just a puppet, but he was all... I would say probably the worst would probably be... Let's see. Elagabalus was bad, but he didn't really hurt too much. Caligula was actively awful. Then there was Thrax, if you want to call him, which basically procked off the crisis of the 3rd century. So I think I might have to go with Thrax on that one. Honorius Liddy cared more about his favorite chicken over Rome. I know, he's bad. But again, he didn't really affect all that much. Nero? Nero's definitely up there too. But there was recovering after Nero. Thrax almost destroyed the empire inadvertently.
Quite a day.
Let's hope so.
There's a bunch of the boys already in Valentine. Bill, Charles, and Javier. And Swanson found something down at the train station by the lake, apparently.
Swanson found trouble.
Came back with that creepy
Commodus.
smile on his face.
Yeah, Commodus liked to party, but he was actually kind of popular because of how many games he threw. He wasn't good for the economy, but I wouldn't call him the worst. Yeah, again, I think I'm going to have to go with either Caracalla or Thrax. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Good classic look here. Molly, how you doing?
Thought you'd be happy to be off that mountain.
Oh, I don't know.
You ain't been yourself for a while.
You used to not be Molly.
Catch you later, then.
I need to be alone.
All the ones talking about were awful. I mean, yeah, Rome had a lot of terrible emperors, but it also had some very good ones. How you doing, Micah?
You and Lenny didn't see no trouble when you scouted ahead?
Nothing too much. No Pinkertons, anyway.
Wait, how are we already talking about Pinkertons? What do you... nobody mentioned Pinkertons yet, Micah. What do you know about the Pinkertons, Micah?
Alright, well, I should be getting on.
Columbus was a product of his time. He was not even that good compared to his peers. Like, dude got arrested because of how he mishandled things, which is part of why he's so famous. Fair enough. But again, as we pointed out, there were worse. Still, accomplishment should be noted, I think.
Arthur, my boy. My dear boy.
Yeah.
What's going on? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Then get to work, you lazy bag of bones.
Nothing.
Pinkertons were the guys at Blackwater. Doesn't matter. I still don't trust them.
Plan our own futures once more. I hope so, Dutch. You kept the faith, Arthur. You always kept it. And I ain't losing it now.
Unlike Reverend. Like Nero. What about Nero? Micah, what do you mean Hasbro's sending the Pinkertons after us? Well, the devil leather sack is Hasbro.
What do you think of this place, Susan?
An improvement on the last, that's for sure.
Dang right.
Well, that ain't too hard. Well, I should get back to it.
Nero was a huge piece of work. Him and Caligula both. We have chickens?
You okay, Abigail?
Settling in.
Good.
It's where the term India came from, and the natives come from. Ah, gotcha. I need a jacket. Don't we all? It's kind of weird, like as hot as it is where I live. I'm kind of looking at him going, wearing a jacket, going, ooh, I'm not sure I could. Topher Bus is a small cookie given a lot of importance compared to the others who honestly are more memorable. Okay. Hold on. I need to, I don't have a brush. Alright, so you are a standard Mahogany Bay Tennessee Walker. So Tennessee Walker is what you are. Can you tell me? Cortez was a proper warlord. Yeah, he was. Oh, hey.
I just wanted to say, I'm sorry about your husband. Your home.
He was worth 100 of you thieves and murderers.
Well, then how come you lost to the O'Driscoll? Oh, you were speaking morally. Okay, that checks out. By the way, you're welcome for saving you from the O'Driscolls. Honestly, the women in this game aren't ugly compared to now. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I'm pretty pleased with a lot of the people in this game look. Like, some are beautiful, some are ugly, but a lot are kind of in between. Which I think is a little bit more reflective of reality than a lot of others. Those microplastics that's hitting like a bus. I think whoa. Whoa, what was that? I heard someone talk.
Not a thing happens round here without an O'Driscoll saying so. Understand me?
Consider this a warning.
You really shouldn't rile me. Wise.
You'll be meeting the Reaper!
Are you sure about that? Oh, he's still alive? How? Stay down, final warning. I think you shot the horse. I shot the horse once, but I shot him like 3 times. Your mustache couldn't save you. Remember that. I got $55. I'm rich. Oh, Oh dear. Honestly, quite a lot of low-ranking Red Dead Online clothing I'd love to have in my closet. Some of the bounty hunter drip I'd like to have. Actually, let me get a good look at the map. Oh, that just adjusted the camera. Alright, there we go. Map! Let's see what's available to us. So we got Javier hanging out, starting a bar fight. That might be fun. Uncle, he can wait. Reverend Swanson. Yeah, I'm going to Valentine. You shot the horse when I should have shot the deputy. Jaman. Don't mind the corpses, they're just vulture feed. Yes. I was watching Dragon Age Veilguard reviews, and when actual trans and LGBTQ hate, which was their target demographic, you know the game failed. Well, yeah, because here's the thing. Let's say you are, like, in the LGBTQ or trans whatever. Do you think you're going to like that level of pandering? Sure, I know the Tumblrites are going to like that. But let's say you're someone that's just a normal person that falls into that spectrum. Are you really going to like how they treated you, like, as this, like, demographic that has to be handled with kids' gloves? No. Yeah, I actually saw an article from, like, The Gamer or something where it was, like the only way to save Veilguard was to literally scrap it. Like, literally once they brought in, like, some of the Mass Effect development guys, one of their suggestions was we should just scrap it and start over from the drawing board. And I really wish they did. But where's my Union guy? I wanted to give him a hug. Actually, hold on. There's a question mark here. Let's go in and visit. Hot food? Heck yes. Oatmeal!
Sir, try to remember what really happened at Sylvia's Saloon back in 76.
He got drunk.
You know, it's just a lot of bunk. It's not bunk, Mr. Calloway, sir.
Who's your friend there?
Put that in your fucking book, Plato. This is Jim Boy Calloway.
Jim Boy?
Jim Boy Calloway.
Who?
The gunslinger. Fastest left-handed draw that ever drew breath. He once killed 14 men in a fight at Lucy Hollow.
What are you waiting for?
Of course they were all drunk.
Well, I reckon right now, kill him yourself.
I don't want to kill him. I want to deify him. He's a guy.
Sounds heretical.
I'm trying to write his biography.
And how's that going?
I think I prefer the duel. Either I'd kill him and be able to be Baltimore's
Preach. Preach, Temp.
Or he'd kill me, and I could be set free from ever having to speak to him again.
Well, you're starting to understand something very important.
What's that?
The joys of gunslinging. It's win-win, freedom or glory.
That's brilliant. I'm going to write that down, if I may.
Be my guest.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
But you are...
Mama never gave me one.
Not really. I mean, folks who need
More of a gun chunker than slinger.
All that other stuff, it's, well, bunk.
But you fought duels.
Once upon a time, I may have.
And you ain't interested in fame.
I don't think so.
Strange. But you like fortune.
I need money, sure.
Okay. And forgive me, mister, if I seem a little desperate.
I had to sell part of my beard.
This book, I've got to make a thing of it. And, well, there's a whole list of gunfighters. Legends, every last one. Emmett Granger. Flaco Hernandez. Billy Midnight. Black Bell.
Never heard of
I was hoping they would just throw it like this one's just Rob.
about Calloway. Any of them get up at
Do you think 1984 is the best dystopia? Personally, I think Brave New World and Fahrenheit 451 are better. I don't like dystopias. They always kind of depress. I remember like having to read Fahrenheit 451 and middle school, and also I hated having to read The Giver. The Giver really messed with me. I found it really depressing. And I know that's kind of the point, but I didn't like it. But I think 1984 has a lot to say. I think Fahrenheit 451 is also very point. In terms of like which like dystopian novel sort of gets the point across the most, I think Fahrenheit 451 is the one I'd go with. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's like, yeah, we're gonna just like dispose of a baby. I'm gonna think that, and we expect the society to say that's okay. And then it ends with like, oh yeah, we're all on like, oh yeah, I found a sled after fleeing the city, and now I'm just gonna go on a sled ride, and then it ends, and I'm like, what did I just read? To Callaway Schofield early for Arthur. I don't think I've ever, like, in the time, granted I didn't spend time looking, you guys can help me, I haven't ever actually found any of the gunslingers. Unless that one of them that found, that's a bounty counts.
Things ain't so good. Had regular work till the rancher wanted something else picked. I was a Christian and ended up on my ass because of it.
Hmm.
Oh, hello, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
Alright, simmer down.
I've been told not to do anything, but...
Just lazing about, huh?
You ever got anything?
Do come in. Well, it's really the catalog you want to look at. It's got everything in here.
Yeah, let's see what you got for sale. Revolvers, cattlemen, still got double action. Oh, I can buy the Vulcan pistol, but I don't got the money for it. Semi-auto and when we get the Mauser, baby. Evans repeater, meh. Carbine repeater, have it. Lancaster, nice. Litchfield repeater. I like it, but it appears late in the game. This is the workhorse, baby. This is where it's at. The Flag War.
Good choice. Spit 'em like
I just think 1984 is so slow, and I don't like the characters that much. Still a good book. Yeah. The Varmint Rifle, going to be using a lot of that. Springfield, decent. Bolt action, love it. Rolling block, Carcano, cool. Sawed off, owned. The double bubble, fun to use. Pump action, heck yes. Semi-auto, useful, but there's something about the pump. Repeating's awesome. And we got ammo. Anything else fun? Upgraded holster. That's a lot.
I'd be out of business.
Holy smokes. Better wait for that. Upgraded gun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rob a lot more people. Let's just put it that way. Okay.
Sheriff's gotten that for himself at one point.
All right. Honestly, I think you're my nicest gunslinger. Can I get some customization? First, Cattleman revolver, please. Clean that up for me.
Beautiful condition. Keep it up.
The grip.
How about you get some new sights for this, huh?
Pearl grip. Do I really want a pearl grip? No, I don't. Barrel. Length. Extend that out for me.
Smart addition.
No. Rifling. There we go. This is going to be my workhorse for a bit. I want it to function as best as it can. Bounty is also a great way to make money in this game. Yeah, I do. I wish there were more of them, honestly. Because that was one of the nice things about Red Dead 1. It's like bounties just you could just get more bounties over time. And this game, like, you have set bounties, which are cool because each one's like a story mission, but that means you don't get as many of them, which is again kind of a bummer.
I'd like to give this a personal touch with some engraving.
Let's see. Ooh, Baroque's not bad. Art Nouveau, not feeling it. Victorian, meh. Ornamental. Let's go with the Baroque. Engravings. Ooh, gold or nickel. I better save my money on that.
It does seem strange to me that they'd need so many guards in Cornwall, kerosene, and tar. Must be something else going on there.
Yep. Also, the fact that I played Red Dead 1 in high school and it costs so much on Steam today, it feels a smack silly. Yep. It better come with Undead Nightmare, too. Alright, let's see what's going on in the saloon. Hello.
Well, you just the toughest Teak mountain man.
Oh, you
Yep.
be quiet, Anastasia.
Anyone can tell this one is a pussy cat.
Exactly. Yes, he's a pussy cat.
What do you mean by that, Javier?
Whatever you say. How much you cost, anyway?
Wow.
Nice way to talk to a lady.
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Well, I must say, you got a fine way with the women, amigo.
Yeah, I do.
Regular dandy and a charmer. Where's Bill?
Oh, man. I dread to think about it. Hey, hey, hey. There he is.
Watch where you're going. Take it
Are
easy,
you about to
pal.
kiss that guy and punch him?
Bill, oh, Bill. Everyone was looking for a reason. Come here. It's time for a struggle, boy. Enjoy the concussion. It's on the house.
Are you joining us, Arthur?
Come on.
We'll sweep you out with the trash. What the hell's going on down here?
Oh, I kind of feel bad about this.
Come here, you little greaser.
Arthur has my skills with women. Mine, too.
Let's do this. Yeah, like
Kidney shot, kidney shot, kidney shot. Average Lego Star Wars Cantina moment. Nah, Javier's got this. Woohoo! Whee! Not the first time this has happened.
Really, boy? You're kidding me. Really, boy?
Go on, Tommy. Come on. I ain't even started. Now we got Valentine. Yeah, I got this.
Oh shit, but I blocked. Come on.
You won't be so pretty when I'm done. Come on, let's see it.
I'm getting my second wind, I tell you what. He just blocks everything. Okay, I'm starting to not feel as bad for you as I did. Maybe get over here and help, Bill. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do this. The game makes me.
Stop! Stop! Please! Please! I beg you, stop. Come, sir. You won the fight already. Surely that's enough.
He was mean to me.
Business isn't yours.
No business. No business, sir, but please, I beg you.
Really? Yeah. I'm surprised they don't gouge your eyes out through how rough tumbles. Yeah, it was rough. I know that dandy.
Look who we found sniffing about. Josiah Trelawney. The very same. Well, I thought you'd gone to New York.
But yeah. I just realized Sonny has is massive for those time. The average man's about 5'8", 5'9". Arthur is 6'1", but still, you have that brick shit house of a man. What's sad, though, is like you actually see Tommy a little later on, and it's clear he suffered brain damage, and he's not functioning at the same level, and I kind of feel guilty about that.
And Bill looking as well as can be.
Honestly, Bill don't look too bad right now.
Always a pleasure. You're right.
We ain't too popular in Blackwater.
Our band crashed and burned.
It seems.
Sean, you found him.
Yes, I have. He's
I'm the one who had him arrested, didn't you know?
trying to see how much money the government will pay them. I know he's in Blackwater, but there's talk of them moving.
Well, if we step foot in Blackwater... Well, then we're dead men for sure.
There'll be Pinkertons all over the place, but if he's alive, we gotta try.
Do we? Do we really?
Always is. Charles, go find out what you can, carefully. Josiah, take Javier. Arthur, go get yourself cleaned up. Join them when you're ready.
What about me?
Yeah, Raven has started looking into the Little Ed Studio on Little Ed Studio's look on Shrek. It's not good. Yeah, just goes to show how bad Micah would have gotten his ass whooped if he had fought Arthur in his current state. Yep. But Sean, we are getting him. Yes, I know. I'm not happy about it though. But the thing is with Micah is. Right now, Micah doesn't want to fight Arthur because he actually respects him to a degree. Because what Micah cares about most is how effective you are in a fight. That's what he respects. How much you can pull. And Arthur he recognizes as a gunslinger. There's my hat. Favorite part about the new Shrek is how they put it on hiatus because we're going to guess the plot through jokes. I mean, it was kind of pretty much obvious. Ooh, kind of thinking I probably need to... Do I not have any... Have some beans. Gosh, I hope those kidney beans were cooked, otherwise I'm in trouble. Where is he? I know he's here somewhere.
Ain't nobody got a heart. This wind is going to blow me head over heels.
There he is.
Hey, buddy. I'm too old to get a job, mister.
Maybe not.
Way too old.
Uh-huh.
Can't we be friends?
Sure.
Last friend died. My fault.
I wasn't assuming.
But they was wrong. It's fun being with you, mister. Can I hold you a second, mister? Can I?
Sure. I mean, if you're willing to hug a dirty fellow like me, go ahead.
Okay, just quickly.
That felt good. It's nice to be held sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, you're in too much. Okay, that's fair. I saw Bill Williamson take a bath once. I'll never recover. I was playing Pathfinder War of the Righteous, and I think as woke as games are, like I think Baldur's Gate 3 can still... There are still examples of woke games done right as they prioritize gameplay over pushing an agenda. Well, here's the thing. Let me study you. I think you're a blue tick coonhound. Because the thing is, with Baldur's Gate 3, sure, there's some woke stuff in there, but you don't have to put up with it if you don't want to. If you want to kill everything that you feel is woke or undesirable, you can do that. May not be the wisest gameplay choice, but you have that option. Compare that to something like Dragon Age Veilguard, where it's like, hey, we're shoving this in your face and you have no choice. You have to accept it. Then it doesn't really work as well. Who's your good boy? What's the worst book you had to read for school? For me, it was The Grapes of Wrath. Oh, The Grapes of Wrath. My father, he hates the Grapes of Wrath. Particularly because he had to read it in school, and it just goes on. Let's see, which ones did I hate? The Giver's definitely up there. Let's see, what else? The Pearl by John Steinbeck, just like The Grapes of Wrath, I didn't particularly enjoy because, gosh, that was a bummer. The Grapes of Wrath, not the Grapes of Wrath, the Pearl, if you're wondering why that was bad, just because, one, it was relatively short, but it just ended on a downer. Basically, it was like they were in these people in Baja California. The locals were trying to, like a local guy had his son stung by a scorpion, and so he's looking to try and get his son treated, though his wife already did a good enough job treating him. He then, for some reason, he goes out pearl diving, which is one of their main ways of making income, finds a massive pearl the size of your fist, and everyone keeps on fighting on trying to ways to get it, trying to steal it from, trying to scam him out of it, and including this this doctor that does it. But anyway, it basically ends with the kid dying anyway, they throw the pearl away, and so on and so forth. It's just a really cruddy ending, and I just did not like it. Let's see. Is there any more O'Driscolls to shoot? Romeo and Juliet made me want to do a cannonball. Oh gosh, I remember reading Romeo and Juliet. Because the thing is, we read Julius Caesar one year, and I really liked that one. I thought that was great. Then I read Romeo and Juliet, and then I realized, after reading that and Hamlet, that Shakespeare's characters have this big problem of they don't use common sense. Because if Romeo and Juliet had just, calmed down, but then again, what are they, like 14? Of course they're going to not make the best decisions. But Hamlet, on the other hand, you should have just killed your uncle when you had the chance, but no, you had to drag it out. Alright, let's get my bearings. I might have to run into the river to clean up it. Oh, good lord, it's almost 10:30. That might have to be where we call it. Okay, so yeah. I am going to get back to camp, but then I'm probably going to have to call it there, but I'm going to be honest with you, we got much farther than I thought we would, because I was worried we'd still be sort of stuck in the prologue, but now we finally got into Act 1. We still sort of have the training wheels on, but I imagine next session we'll fully get those off. Steinbeck's work will always be, best work will always be of mice and men. Yeah, I think that's fair. We're not meant to be looked in book form. That's true. The worst way I have ever seen Shakespeare speak, because bear in mind, I read Julius Caesar, I liked it, I thought it was good. I had to see a live adaptation of Julius Caesar. However, they did it with all women, because they were trying to do sort of the reverse of, like how back in Shakespeare's time it was all men, so I was like, okay, fine, whatever, I can work with that. But then they wanted to set it in a post-apocalyptic future so they could all dress like weirdos. Fine. But then they kept the original language, because I believe a bunch of post-apocalyptic chicks are for some reason going to speak in Shakespearean English, because why not? And then they added feminist dance numbers. Yeah, I was livid. Raven remembers me coming home ranting from that, because I had to do that for a college class. And my college professor was not a fan of what they did with it either. They could have done a Centurion John rendition. They could have, but they weren't that forward thinking. They were too busy thinking, how can we make a feminist message with Julius Caesar? Because they even had a weird thing where, like, Brutus danced with, like, the ghost of Julius Caesar, because they were trying to imply that they had some form of relationship. Like, you do realize that Brutus was probably Julius Caesar's child. You just implied a sort of Oedipus complex, a homosexual Oedipus complex to Brutus. Don't do that. Yeah, I remember EC's video on Romeo and Juliet. Oh, God, yeah. Some of Raven's finest response material. But anyway, we're going to have to probably call it there, assuming I can remember how to save the game. Nope, that's player. Story. Save game, there we go. Yes, we are going to save the game there. But yeah, that's probably going to be where we call it, just because of just because, well, I'm running out of time. But yeah, we're definitely going to do this again. We had a lot of people show up. I mean, we started with like 33. That I think probably was about the peak, and we're ending with 24. So clearly enough people like this to keep going, and I think we're going to have some wacky hijinks in the Wild West. So until I see you guys again, take care, and remember, For Honor Friday is tomorrow. So until our next meeting, ladies and gents, I bid you adieu. Stop broadcasting.